Welcome to Tech Wells. We can see how investment can be for a startup, even for the investor that is investing in any startup. Join us every Friday, 12 p.m. West African time, as we discuss everything about startup investment in the world of blockchain, crypto, and fintech in Africa. Only on Coin News Extra TV.
Hello, everyone. Good day. Welcome to the show. Is Tech Wells live on Coin News Extra TV. You know how we run it on this particular program. This program comes to you live by 12 p.m. West African time, live on Coin News Extra every Fridays. Today we're going to be looking at state of blockchain startup investment ecosystem. That's Q1 2023. So we're going to be looking at the state of startup investment ecosystem this quarter. So I'm your host for this show, Lee. So do well to like this video, this live broadcast, because we are broadcasting across 4 channels. We are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, Twitter, and on LinkedIn. So anywhere you are watching from, do well to like and share this video so people will be able to get to know what is really happening, and also do well to follow Coin News Extra TV across all social media platforms at Coin News Extra TV. So once you search Coin News Extra TV, you'll be able to get our handle and follow us to stay up to date with the latest news and information in the world of blockchain, crypto, and fintech around the globe, and most especially in Africa. So we're going to be jumping straight to what we have today, talking about our topic, state of blockchain startup investment ecosystem Q1 2023. So right now we're going to go for a short break. When we return, we'll now go straight to what we have for today. But for now, do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. It's still Tech Wells, live on Coin News Extra TV. This program is about startup investment, and is a particular program we designed to be able to have a kind of convergence with our startup founders and investors, both VCs and angel investors. So it's a world of investment, blockchain investment. So we developed this program so we'll be able to talk more about blockchain startup ecosystem when it comes to the investment arm, because we know what it takes to be able to run a business in this ecosystem, very nascent ecosystem, very young. So mostly everyone is really experimenting in this industry. And that's one of the key thing there. Most of the founders around the globe are really experimenting. So you cannot really say that this particular region is really doing well, or doing how will I put it, to being able to be ahead of other regions. So it's a very good one for the continent of Africa, in the sense that other continents, in other sectors, other continents have been ahead of Africa, most especially, and so they can be able to know particular continent that is ahead in other sectors. But in blockchain, everyone is really experimenting. So we look forward that Africa will not be left behind. Hence, we came up with this program mostly designed for African founders who are really looking to funding when it comes to their startup. So I'm going to look at some of the statistics that I have here when it comes to global blockchain investment. There are how is it really functioning. You know, the last time we talked about this on this show too, I told you that Africa is just around 1% when it comes to our investment in this ecosystem. So even though we are hearing that a lot of investments are coming into Africa, but they are not really that much when compared to other regions. But what we notice that there is a lot of improvements, and we are expecting. But due to FTS crash, you know, last year was really a very challenging year for crypto and blockchain ecosystem, most especially startups here, they really struggled because we had two major events that really affected the ecosystem. So around the globe, it really affected everybody. So if you look at the news, we saw a lot of layoffs and all the rest of them. So one was the Terra Lab crash. So it's really affected the ecosystem. That was early around this time, maybe around April. That was when it happened. April, May, yeah, it happened last year. When the ecosystem was about recovering, we saw the FTS, which happened last year, November. Still, we are seeing the ripple of this particular crash and the effect of it. So the ripple effect. So I look at some of the key points that I have here that we'll be able to look at when it comes to venture capital. Venture capital poured over that's around $25 billion into blockchain startups in 2021. This according to CB Insights. So according to that particular insight, $25 billion was poured into startups funding. That was in 2021. Another stat there is not last year, November, December, VC flow into blockchain companies were the lowest ever raised. So that's another thing. When you compare the raise November, December with 2021, 2020, and the rest of it, you see that is the lowest so far. And we know we are not surprised. We know what really happened to FTS last year. That was exactly the same time FTS crash happened. It made a lot of investors, VCs, and angels to be able to, it made them to be skeptical about startups. And even though there were no a lot of them, some of them had their money. Some of these investors had their money on crypto exchange, FTS. So some other crypto companies were affected. And all VCs were skeptical because you see the kind of trust that people, not only investors, had on FTS. They were able to vanish, and that kind of thing could be able to happen. So it made a lot of investors to wait. Not that they don't have the money; they are just lying low, observing how the ecosystem. But we see that January, it looks as if things happened. February, December, and we are into March. March is just starting. Let's see how that plays out. Albeit, according to this is November, December 2020, VC flow into blockchain companies were the lowest ever raised. This is according to PitchBook data. These tell you that these are real stats. By the end of first quarter of 2022, VC crypto investment totaled 345 deals worth $2.5 billion. That's down 57.7% from 2021. Let me take that again. By the end of first quarter of 2022, VC crypto by the end of fourth quarter, sorry, I beg your pardon. By the end of fourth quarter of 2022, VC crypto investment totaled 345 deals worth $2.5 billion. That's down 57.7% from 2021. What this really means is that last year, the last quarter of last year, that's last quarter is October, November, December. So the total deals that flowed in the total investment deals, we are 345 deals, worth in totaling $2.5 billion. But when you compare this figure with last 2 years, when you compare this figure, this is the figure of 2022. When you compare it to 2021, you see that it went down 57.7%. So 2021 was better than 2022. But we are not surprised about that because we really know what happened. So it is also expected that this decline in investment in startups, mostly in the blockchain ecosystem, will also decline this quarter. So it will also continue to slow down this quarter. We are, according to analysts, they believe that the slowdown in investment startup funding is going to continue till this quarter. This we are already at the end of this quarter, this March. So that means that there is not going to be much deals this month that we entered. So it's just going to slow down. Really, we are looking to forward to what is really going to happen Q2 2023. Are we going to see improvement? Do you think the ecosystem, even also when you look at the crypto market, you see that crypto market is recovering, but it has not really been that good. Also, do you think we are going to see a decline? Is this decline in startup funding going to continue in Q2 2023? I would like to get your opinion. If you are watching, just drop your opinion wherever platform you are joining from. Do drop your opinion anytime. I'll be able to go through and see what you have in mind. Are you a startup founder? Are you an investor, angel, or VC? Do well to drop what you feel or that will happen in Q2 on the comment section. So that's some of the stats I have. The next I'm going to look at today on the show is we're going to look at top global blockchain and startups rounds in this 2023. We're going to look at some of the major rounds of fundraising that has really happened this year. So we're going to look at the amount and the companies that have been able to raise high amount of money this year that we are into. But before that, we're going to go for a short break, a very quick one there. When we return, I'll be able to take us through this, and thus we'll be able to wrap it up for the day. Also, do not go anywhere. We're going to go for this short break. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Tech Wells. We can see how investment can be for a startup, even for the investor that is investing in any startup. Join us every Friday, 12 p.m. West African time, as we discuss everything about startup investment in the world of blockchain, crypto, and fintech in Africa. Only on Coin News Extra TV.
Is still Tech Wells live on Coin News Extra TV. So, in case you're just joining, we are talking about a state of blockchain startup investment ecosystem in Q1 2023. And also, if you have a comment or any contributions, do well to drop it on the comment section, and also do well to like this live broadcast and share it to your followers so they will be able to know what is really happening. Also, let's look at some of the top investment rounds in the blockchain crypto ecosystem this 2023. We just spent 2 months. We are on the third month. So we look at Blockstream. Number one there we have is Blockstream. They raised $125 million there. Blockstream is one of the leading Bitcoin infrastructure companies in the industry. They raised $125 million to expand its institutional offerings and finance Bitcoin mining colocation services. So that's it. They raised $125 million. We look at the next. There is QuickNode. QuickNode raised $60 million. So a leading Web3 infrastructure provider, that's a QuickNode. They are a leading Web3 infrastructure provider. They raised a new Series B, $60 million. This is a round Series B round. That's where they raised that particular amount. So another one there is Carbon Place. Carbon Place, which is they raised $45 million. That's number 3 on that list. Carbon Place is a UK-based blockchain carbon credit startup. So they raised $45 million from its 9 funding banks to strengthen its platforms and team. So that's our Carbon Place there, raising 45 million. We look at Candy Digest. Candy Digest, they raised $38 million dollars. Candy Digest is about NFT. So they are a top NFT platform. So they raised this in in their Series A extended round with intention to raise over 65 million in total. So we look at Ply Labs. Ply Lab raised $32 million. Web3 meets AI in hopes of creating decentralized social platform. Simba Chain raised $30 million. Simba Chain is they are trying to revolutionize logistics with blockchain. No, another one there, the number 7 on that list is Carry First. I know we have really talked about this. I'm also happy that an African blockchain company is there among the top raised this year. They raised Carry First raised $27 million. Carry First they raised a new round to expand its mobile games into Africa, a region primed for adoption. So the round was led by Big Crowd Ventures with Addison Horowitz and other investors there raising that, contributing to that raise. The other one is the Neil Foundation. They raised 22 million. The Neil Foundation is building a range of zero knowledge developer tools while making them easier to build and more decentralized. CyberS raised 15 million. CyberS, a leading Singapore-based crypto market maker, they received a strategic funding round of $15 million, led by Foresight Ventures. Number 10 there is Puffin. Puffin also raised $15 million. Puffin, a Brazil-based Web3 infrastructure provider, just raised a 15 million in their seed funding. So these are some of the top raise this year so far. There are other ones. These are the ones that are topping in on the charts and when it comes to raise this year. And I'm also happy that an African blockchain startup is amongst them, raising $27 million there. That's a Carry First. So that's a very interesting one. I believe you really enjoyed the conversation. We try as much as possible to break down what we have here. I'll break it down for anyone to be able to understand it. So we don't really use high terms and terminologies when we are coming up with these programs. So what do you have? What do you have to say about this particular program? So do well to send in. I would like to get your feedbacks. What do you think? Are there some project that we are really missing out? We want to get more information about what is really happening around you, and what do you think about the startup funding ecosystem, most especially in Africa. I would like to get your comment. Do well to drop them on the comment section. So this is where I'm signing off for today. I remain your host, Lee. So do well to like, share this video across all social media, wherever you are joining us from. We are live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and anything. So do well, wherever you have, do well to reach out to us. So thank you very much. And we also have another program coming up later today. We have a week in view. So if you have any headline that you miss this week, don't worry, we got you covered. We're going to be coming up with that show later today. So thank you very much and see you same time, same station next week. Bye for now.
Welcome to Tech Wells. We can see how investment can be for a startup, even for the investor that is investing in any startup. Join us every Friday, 12 p.m. West African time, as we discuss everything about startup investment in the world of blockchain, crypto, and fintech in Africa. Only on Coin News Extra TV.